If you're so fortunate enough to be elected in 8-2, how do you plan to represent the 11,000 people from the village that you'll be representing as an 8-2 rep by day, and then the 22,000 people that you'll still be representing on the select board at night?
Physically, actually, so if I may, I could kind of describe what I do for my job right now, what I have done since I've been 22 or so. I work at the moment Mondays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tuesdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. to midnight, Thursdays, and then on Saturday, I go in from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. with the occasional 8 or 16-hour shift on a Sunday in there. I do that, and I have been doing that on top of doing the select board and the school board for the past year. And with the exception of since COVID and these a few overlap meetings that normally were not a problem before, but had been when my when my school board term kind of ran 2 months later than it was, I was able to attend everything. I am tireless. You can put me in a chair and I can attend a meeting and I can be alert. It's just, I don't know if I have a really good explanation about it, but it's just maybe I've so used to these weird bouncing hours that come with being in an industry that's 24/7, 365, and the ability to need to shift my schedule around so much that I don't anticipate that it would be a problem. As it is right now, I've already talked to my boss, and one advantage of being in the same place for almost 20 years is that I have first dibs on the schedule. So if I am elected to the legislature, then I can change my schedule around to accommodate that. Or if need be, I can do some work during a legislative session in Montpelier that is part of my full-time job, and then come back here to attend select board meetings once that comes out. And I would expect to drive there and back. Montpelier isn't too terribly far for me. So I don't see a problem in being able to commute back and forth to attend the select board meetings once the COVID, sort of crisis dies down. Fewer meetings in that case, back to our more kind of 2 to 3 time a month schedule. But even if it's pretty intense, I don't see myself having any problems taking care of the logistics and the hours associated with it. Scott?
To be fair, if my 80-year-old mother-in-law can do both select board and be a legislator, you can do it. And I worked with you many a year, and the late hours we put in together, putting on programming and everything else, I have no doubt that your energy that you bring to the passion that you have for these things, I totally have no doubt you can take care of everything.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I guess that's true. Although honestly, I'm not sure if I have Linda's energy, but but yes, that is true. I would say that's a good point. Is that I also wouldn't be the first if I was elected as representative to fill sort of a dual role, and that Linda Myers has done it before, and Lori Houghton has done it before as well, even more recently, as part of the trustees. So I think I should be able to manage it, but it's a great question.